Yo, what's up guys? It's Mike Chain, sixpackshortcuts.com. Today I got that one exercise to help you build fuller biceps. For all you guys that don't have the best biceps you want and you want to find out how to build fuller biceps, how to get that peak to come out more, even if you have a lot of good size but you want to shape your biceps a lot better, this one exercise is going to definitely help you out. And it is incline dumbbell alternating curls. This one exercise can help you build fuller biceps. So number one, extreme range of motion. Number two, it increases your time under tension. And number three, it's a modified angle. Extreme range of motion. What I mean by extreme range of motion is basically when you're doing like a bicep curl, right? And then let's say you have your dumbbell right here. You're out. Usually you would do this, right? Curl and back. And you do your other arm, curl and back. So cool. So that's basically like a full range of motion, right? You go all the way up, you go all the way down. But an extreme range of motion is basically going even farther than just up and down. Trying to go as far as you can possibly to bring in all of the muscle fibers within the muscle that you're working. So right now we're working on biceps. So if you look at your biceps, you have your biceps end, let's say down here, right? And then your biceps start way, way on the top. So what happens with a lot of guys when they're training biceps is they don't work from the bottom, very bottom, to the very top. They may work from slightly somewhere around the bottom to maybe somewhere around the top, but not to the very top and not to the very bottom. The difference, you're not activating all of your muscle fibers. And if your muscle fibers aren't activated, then it doesn't matter how heavy you're curling. It doesn't matter what you're curling, what type of stress you're putting on it, because the muscle fibers aren't activated, they're not working, right? So you gotta first make sure that they're activated, so this way, whatever type of curl you do, they can do the work. Does that make sense? If it's not doing the work, then it doesn't matter any exercise of what you're doing, right? It doesn't matter the weight, it doesn't matter the repetition, it doesn't matter the workout. They're not doing the work. Now, keep that in mind because you have your forearms that can do a lot of the work. You got your shoulders, you got your back, right? A little bit of rocking. You got your brachialis, your brachialis right here on the side. So there's a lot of other muscles that will help do the work. But that's also the problem because if you want to build more biceps, you don't want the rest of your muscles doing the work. You want your biceps to do the work. So extreme range of motion allows you to activate more muscle fibers, which basically results in building more muscle. Another thing is it isolates the biceps to prevent cheating, like rocking or using any momentum. This is what I call rocking, or AKA what I call disco dancing. You ever see guys curl really heavy? They're like this. Right? You ever watch like Boogie Nights? Using a lot of momentum, your biceps doing a little bit of work, you're kind of rocking back and forth. It's too much momentum and it's just basically not allowing your biceps to do all the work. By doing an incline position, which is basically here on a bench, on an incline bench. So this is the movement. Open palms, up, come down. But when you come down, you're not just like resting. You're locking your triceps. So why don't we get a view right here of the triceps. So you're not just relaxed like this. You're holding it tight, your triceps are locked. See right here? Palms are open, triceps are locked, and then while the other one curls, now the other one stays locked while this one curls, and then this one stays locked, right? So by doing that, you're activating those muscle fibers and you're preventing any type of cheating and any type of rocking. So very important. Increasing the time under tension. The longer the time under tension, the more work your biceps do. The time under tension is increased because when you're here on this bench, and normally, like I said, when you're just resting it like this, it's not a lot of tension on your biceps. But the moment you have your palm opened, the moment you lock your triceps, what you're doing is you're forcing the stress. You're forcing constant stress, not just stress. You're forcing constant stress by flexing your triceps, constant stress here in your biceps. So this way, when you have constant stress, it increases that time under tension, which basically allows you to do more work. Because if your set lasts for, let's say, 30 seconds, right? Alternating back and forth, 30 seconds. But between every single repetition, you get to rest one arm. Then you're not actually having 30 full seconds of time under tension. You may only have 15, right? Because you have two arms. So it's like one does the work, one rests. One does the work, the other one rests. One does the work, the other one rests. Know what I mean? That means you're always resting in between your sets. It's not as much work as if nothing is being rested. You're doing curling on one arm, but this arm here is tense, right? Locked in triceps, open palm, and locked in, so this way you feel the stress in your whole entire bicep. So you're not even resting this one, even though it's down and this one's curling, but you're not even resting that. Then when you switch, boom. Now this one's doing the work, but this one isn't resting. It's also still being worked because that same concept. That's how you're increasing the time under tension, and that's how you're able to build more muscle, because you're literally just forcing your biceps to do more work. Modified angle. Basically, most people, when they curl, they'll curl in an up and down motion, right? Once in a while, you'll go into maybe like a preacher curl or something like that. But when you're in this angle here, laying down and allowing your biceps to fully not just hang here, but in an angle that you're really not used to, it allows your biceps to go ahead and break plateaus. Because any type of motion that you're constantly doing, your muscles are gonna plateau. But this is something new that if you haven't done in a long time, or you haven't done at all, this will go ahead and break all your plateaus, and it's gonna stimulate your biceps a lot differently. So that's gonna work a lot better. So these three things are the reason why your biceps can be a lot fuller when using incline dumbbell alternating curls. Now, here's the catch. If you go with lightweight, well, when you're doing this exercise, you'll notice that when I'm doing the workout here, the workout that I'm gonna do, that you're gonna see in a couple of days, I'm gonna post in just a couple of days here, is basically gonna be 5 sets of incline alternating dumbbell curls, right? 5 sets of those. Your rep range is gonna be about 10 to 12. So it's not gonna be very heavy. And I'm gonna use like 25-pound dumbbells. Usually I curl with like 60s, but I'm only gonna use 25s because of how much harder this exercise is. Now the catch though is lightweight ain't gonna get your arms big. I don't care how you do it, you know, it's not gonna get your arm big. But what this lightweight does though is it activates those muscle fibers and allows you to be able to actually work the right muscle and work the entire muscle. Not just the right muscle, sorry, the entire muscle. That's why we do those 5 sets in the beginning to get your muscles activated. Then afterwards we do those 8 sets of barbell curls, heavy barbell curls, supersetting without rest right into incline dumbbell curls again. This time we're gonna use both arms, okay? Now this right here, the barbell curls, doing 6 to 8 reps, this is your mass builder here. This is what's gonna make your biceps big and full. But in order to go ahead and make sure your biceps are very activated and that you're able to work that entire bicep and all of the muscle fibers involved in your biceps, that's what these 5 sets are for, okay? So if you guys have any questions about that, you know, leave in the comments below and let me know, and I can explain a little bit more, maybe another video or so. But just kind of grasp the idea of these sets are meant to go ahead and activate all of your biceps, activate all of your muscle fibers, okay? So this way, when you do heavier sets, you're able to work the right muscles and work all of those muscle fibers that you activated. Because remember, if your muscle fibers aren't activated, you're not gonna work them, okay? You ever run into where someone's doing a squat and they may not feel their hamstrings, even though squats work your hamstrings too. But because their hamstrings aren't activated, the hamstring muscles don't know how to fire, they never get worked, right? The same thing with every single body part, no matter if it's your chest, your lats, your traps, calves, you name it, the concept is exactly the same. Any muscle that's not activated, it's not gonna get worked. Because remember, there's a lot of other muscles on your body, and you will find another muscle to compensate, right? Our goal here is not to compensate and to make sure we can work the muscle that we wanna work. So, hope this helps you out. Stay tuned. In a couple of days, I'm gonna do the workout. We're gonna go all out. Noogie. We're gonna go all out, busting our butt, all out. We're gonna tear up our biceps. It's gonna burn. Let me tell you, it's gonna burn. So, hope you like this explanation. And again, let me know if you don't get it, or if there's something that you're still not understanding, you want me to explain a little bit further, leave in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to go into detail, maybe in another video, or just go ahead and answer some of your comments there. So, keep the comments coming. I love how they're doing. I love the interaction. Let me know any other type of videos you want to see, the workouts you want to see, the equipment you want to use, the diet strategies, the supplementation you're wondering about. Anything and everything, leave it below so this way I can make more videos to help you guys get the body that you guys want. Don't forget, if you want workouts, you want the nutrition plans, go to sixpackshortcuts.com. Everything is there for you. And I will see you there too. Peace out.